Hello, lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Today, we are making tomato stew. Let's start.
Let's have fun. Come, let's bathe and decorate.
First of all, I'm going to be covering my cooker with foil because tomato stew pops a lot, so that it doesn't mess up my cooker. Now I've covered my cooker with this foil, and I'm going to be ripping this bit where the fire comes from.
So yummy, delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way.
So now, as you can see, I've covered my cooker very nicely. But the most important thing is you always have to remove the foil from the fire area so that you do not wrap it. So now let's start with our tomato stew. Everything that I need to make my tomato stew is right here in front of me. I have garlic and ginger, chopped tomatoes, red sweet peppers, tomato paste, different types of onions, spring onions, fresh tomatoes, chili peppers, and I also have olive oil here, which is mild. So let's get started. Now I've peeled all my onions and then removed the seeds from these peppers. So I'm going to chop it now.
Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way. The Beatles we do all. The Beatles events we do all. The Beatles events we do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bathe and decorate. The Beatles.
Now I've started blending all my vegetables, so I'm going to be blending all of them like this until it's finished.
That's so yummy,
Now I've blended all my vegetables, so I'm going to leave it to cook on a medium heat for about an hour. This is how our tomato stew looks like after 35 minutes. So we've got 25 more minutes left, and then we will check on it again.
The flavor you can create, learn it your own way.
Our tomato stew has been cooking for about 90 minutes now, but there's still water in it, so I'm going to leave it to evaporate more. Now I'm going to start working on my tomato paste. So I've turned on my cooker, pour my olive oil in, and now I'm going to be adding the chopped onions that I chopped earlier. Now my tomato paste is ready to go in, so I'm just going to add it to it.
The Tripod. The Beatles we do all.
has been frying gradually, so I'm gonna keep on stirring for about 20 minutes to avoid burning. Now my vegetable has been boiling for about 2 hours now, so I'm going to be adding the juice to my tomato paste. Now the tomato stew is nearly ready. My tomato paste is fully ready now, and my vegetables, which is my tomato stew, is also fully ready now. So I'm gonna combine the two, and this tomato stew will be very nice with jollof rice, or you can add any meat or fish of your choice to make a very good meal. Now this is my first ever video in English. What do you think? I'll be very happy to hear your views. Now I'm scooping my tomato stew into a container to be frozen.
That's so yummy, Oh, that's so yummy,
I also have another video that I did in Chi, and this is the way that I tied that one. I'll put a link in the description box as well. Now our tomato stew has been scooped out very nicely, and I'm going to freeze it and then use it whenever that I need it. And everything that I use, the measurements, the ingredients, I'll put everything in the description box. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you can get more to watch. Thank you and God bless you. We'll meet again. Bye-bye.
The Beatles, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Idwane pa, adatre pa. The Beatles, we do all. Idwane pa, adatre pa. The Beatles, we do all.
Hello lovely, welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Lockdown is finally lifted and I do have these special guests with me. Your name please?
Karina. And I'm Gabriella. So today we are going to be making chicken broiler soup with Fifi because Karina, my dearest friend, would love to try some. So let's get started. Everything we need to make our soup is
fresh tomatoes, onions, carrots and scotch bonnet.
We also have seasoned chicken broiler. My mum used TRS all-purpose seasoning, aromat and chicken Maggi to season it. We also have Maggi Dedede, red onions, garlic and ginger. We also have tomato paste. So let's start. Now I'm going to be cooking some of my vegetables. And I'm only going to be using 2 of the scotch bonnet since it's quite chilly.
Idwane pa, adatre pa.
Now I'm going to blend my onions, ginger and garlic.
Taste the beauty
going to leave my chicken to simmer for 10 minutes whilst I cook my vegetables.
Now we are cooking our vegetables for 10 minutes.
Our chicken has been simmering for 10 minutes, so I'm just checking it. Now I'm mixing water with my tomato paste.
The Betos, we do all. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way.
Now it's been 10 minutes, we're going to blend the vegetables.
De trepa, da Betos, we do all. Idwane pa, de trepa, da Betos, we do.
I'm adding 2 extra Scotch bonnets in case it's not spicy enough.
I'm now adding 2 Maggi de Dede into my soup.
The flavor you can create, learn it your own way.
We're adding hot water.
Oh, 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 oh. Idwane pa.
Our soup is cooking nicely, and now my mum is going to help me to make the fufu since I'm under training and I'm not very much of an expert. My mum is adding boiling water to the fufu powder. Right now my mum is stirring the plantain fufu as it forms gradually.
The Betos.
Now my mum is adding more boiling water. Now my mum is kneading and pressing it against the walls of the pot nicely.
And create, learn it your own way. Idwane pa.
Now my mum is adding more boiling water so that there can be a softer texture.
Da Betos, we do all.
Now the soup is ready, so my mum is turning it off. Now she's going to add more hot water to the fufu and start to cook it.
Idwane pa, de trepa, da Betos, we do all.
Now my mum is cooking it on a medium heat whilst pressing it against the walls of the pot for 5 minutes since it's nearly ready.
Hey. Oh, 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 oh. Idwane pa. Oh, 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 oh. De trepa.
So depending on the consistency you want, that will depend on how much water you add.
The Betos, we do all. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create.
Our fufu is now ready, so my mum is now going to scoop it. Now my mum is molding the fufu.
The Beatles, we do all.
Now our fufu is ready to be served.
Edouane pas de trépas. The Beatles, we do all.
Our chicken broiler soup with fufu is ready nicely, as you can see. If you like our videos, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you have way more to watch. Thank you. God bless you. We'll meet again. Bye bye.
The Beatles, we do all.
Hello, lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you.
The Beatles event.
Today, we are making a top or mashed plantain. So let's start.
Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate.
I have ripe plantain, eggs, salt, scotch bonnet, roasted peanuts, peanut butter, almond butter, avocado pear, salted fish or Kobe, fermented fish or momoni, onion, and palm oil. I'm just gonna start by peeling my plantain.
Oh, that's so yummy.
So I'm cutting the ends
Delicious.
of the plantain off, and then I'll slide the knife
The flavor
in
you
it,
can create.
and then
Learn
flip
it your own way.
this side, and then remove it. Then it comes out nicely.
The Beatles, we do all.
So I'm going to remove the end off and then cut it into smaller pieces. Now I've washed the plantain and then chop it into smaller pieces. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it and then cook it for about 20 minutes.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we
Now the
do
plantain
all.
is ready after 20 minutes. So I'm going to strain the water out of it and then mash
Come,
it.
let's bake and decorate.
Now I'm going to be mashing it whilst it's hot, and then I will be drizzling a bit of the palm oil on it as I mash. If not, then it will be sticky like fufu, and we don't want to end up for it to be sticky. We just want it to be like eto.
That's so yummy, Oh, that's so yummy.
So I'm adding a bit more palm oil and then continue with the mashing.
Delicious. Taste the beauty you can make. The flavor
So
you
I'm
can
transferring some
create.
into the earthen bowl
Learn it
and then
your
mash it
own
more because I want it to be more smooth.
way.
So I'm gonna add this much, or I've added this much, and then I'm gonna mash it again. So all the big ones, the 20 ones that are in, are mashing nicely. There is another one called etobunum. That's another eto. So if you are doing that eto, it's always good to mash it whilst the plantain is hot as well. And then you leave it to cool down after mashing before adding your pepper or your stew or anything that you're adding to it. So I'm still mashing and I'm nearly done. So I'm going to be mashing it gradually like this until we finish it all.
We do all.
Now our mashed plantain is nicely done. So I'm going to be cooking the eggs, scotch bonnet, momoni or fermented fish, and kobe or salted fish. All these ingredients can be cooked with the plantain before mashing, but it's because I want to do it step by step. That's why I'm doing it this way. Now I'm gonna be wrapping my kobe and the momoni in this food safe cling film because I don't want it to melt or I don't want it to go mushy when I cook it. So I'm gonna wrap it in this cling film and then cook it together. So I'm gonna add a bit of water to it and then cook it. So I'm going to cover it and leave it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to start chopping the onion small and then grind it in the earthen pot while the other things are cooking.
The flavor you can create, learn it your own way.
Now I'm going to transfer it into my earthen pot. And then I'll blend it nicely.
We do all.
Our eggs, momoni and kobe has cooked for about 15 minutes. So it's nice and ready. So I'm going to add cold water to the eggs so that it's easy to deshell.
We do all.
Now I'm going to be mixing in a bit of almond butter, but you can also use peanut butter as well.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Come, let's go, let's have fun. Come, let's bathe.
Now I'm going to mix the mashed plantain and the stew together. So now this one is done.
Yummy, oh, that's so yummy. Delicious.
Now I've deshelled the eggs very nicely and I'm gonna be using this avocado because this one is still a bit hard. So I'm gonna use this one for garnishing. Now our mashed plantain or eto is nice and ready. We normally serve this in an earthy bowl, just as I've decorated. But I'm going to be decorating some in a cake tin. So now I'm gonna add the kobe to it and then some eggs as well. So now I'm gonna add some peanuts.
let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bathe and decorate. Barbados events.
Our mashed plantain or eto is nice and ready. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you get more to watch. Thank you very much and God bless you. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you once again. Bye bye.
Oh, that's so yummy. Delicious.
Hello lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Today we are making juicy fish. So let's start.
We do all the Beatles events. We do all. Come.
I have my sea bass fish which I've washed and cleaned it very nicely. I have sweet peppers, spring onions, mushrooms, dedede magi, mackerel, aromat, scotch bonnet, and a clove of garlic. I've washed my vegetables and then removed the seeds from my sweet peppers, so I'm chopping it now.
That's so yummy. Oh, that's so yummy. Delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way. Edouard n'est pas à détruire pas. Barbados, we do all. Edouard n'est pas à détruire pas. Barbados, we do all. Barbados events. Barbados events. The Beatles events. We do all. The Beatles events. We do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bathe and decorate. Barbados events. Barbados events.
Now I've chopped all my vegetables and then prepped my filling. So I'm just going to be sauring my fish.
That's so yummy. Oh, that's so yummy. Delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way. Edouard n'est pas à détruire pas. Barbados, we do all.
Now I'm going to be filling my fish with these vegetables and mackerel. going to be sealing my fish with cocktail sticks so that it doesn't open when I grill it.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate. The Beatles.
Now I'm gonna leave my fish to marinate in the fridge for about 2 hours.
That's so yummy, Oh, that's so yummy,
Now my fish is marinated for about 2 hours now, and I've added the remaining vegetables and mackerel fillets to it. So I'm gonna put it in the oven under 160 degrees for 20 minutes. So this is how our fish looks like after 20 minutes in the oven. So I'm gonna turn the oven up to 180 degrees and then put it in again for another 10 minutes. Then it will be ready. Now our fish is ready after 30 minutes in the oven. So I'm removing the cocktail sticks.
Beatles, we do all.
Now our juicy fish is fully ready now. So let's see how it looks like. So juicy and it's not very dry. I'm just gonna have a taste.
The Beatles, we do all.
It's very nice. So this is it. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you get more to watch. Thank you and God bless you. We will meet again. Bye.
Oh, that's so yummy, delicious.
Hello lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Happy new month to you. In this month of October, we celebrate our first anniversary. Thank you so much for subscribing, for supporting and being with us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it a lot. A big shout out to my followers on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, though we are already one on Facebook. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Today we are making something very simple. It's juicy chicken and fried yam. So let's start.
That's so yummy,
I have chicken legs, aromat, chili powder, soy sauce, TRS all-purpose seasoning, smoked paprika, chicken Maggi, yam, mushrooms, onions, courgette, carrots, and different type of sweet peppers. So let's start. Now I'm just sauring this chicken leg and I'll season it nicely. Now I'm gonna add all my seasoning to the chicken leg. So now I'm adding the Maggi chicken. I'm now adding the chili powder. Now smoked paprika, TRS all-purpose seasoning, aromat, which is also all-purpose seasoning as well. Now adding the soy sauce. Now I'm gonna mix all this seasoning together and then marinate it.
The Beatles, we do all. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can
Now I'm gonna put it in the fridge for about 3 hours to marinate. Now whilst my chicken is marinating, I'm just gonna peel my yam and then wash it nicely.
Oh, 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 I did trip off.
Now this side here is not very good, so I'm going to cut it into two through that side so that I can remove the bad one.
The Beatles, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all.
So now I'm going to cut it into thin pieces.
Come, let's go, let's have fun. Come, let's make and decorate. The Beatles events, the Beatles events.
So now I'm just chopping it and putting it in water so that the color doesn't change.
That's so yummy,
Now I've washed my yam nicely, so I'm going to add a bit of salt to it and then add in some water. So now I'm going to leave it to sit for about an hour and then we continue. Now I'm going to be peeling and be slicing my vegetables. Now I'm going to be marinating my vegetables as well. Now I've used the same seasoning that I used in seasoning my chicken to season my vegetables, but I've changed the Maggi stock to the Dede Maggi, so I'm going to add that to it as well.
Taste.
So now I'm mixing it all together.
The flavor you can create. Learn it your own way.
So guys, so sorry, I forgot about my mushrooms. So I've chopped it and adding it to it. So I'm stirring it all together once again.
Oh, I did trip off.
Now I'm gonna leave it in the fridge to marinate for about an hour as well. Now my chicken has marinated in the fridge for about 3 hours. I've turned my oven on to 160 degrees. So I'm gonna put it in for 30 minutes and then add the vegetables to it. Now my chicken has been in the oven for 30 minutes under 160 degrees fan assisted, but it's not ready. The top bit looks like it is, but it's not. So I'm gonna add the vegetables to it and then put it in again. So as you can see, it's not ready. So now I'm gonna put it back in the oven again under 160 degrees for 25 minutes. Now I'm gonna start frying my yam whilst the vegetables has gone in the oven as well.
That's so yummy.
So I'll fry it a bit by bit. Now my first yam is ready, so I'm just gonna remove it.
The beauty you can make, the flavor you can create, learn it your own way.
Now our juicy chicken is fully ready after 55 minutes in the oven under 160 degrees. So now I'm going to serve.
The Beatles, we do all.
Now I'm going to serve my juicy chicken with some fried yam. It's because I don't like cooked yam. So you can eat it with anything that you want. If it's rice, potatoes, cooked yam, any of your choice will be nice with this juicy chicken.
The beauty you can make, the flavor you can create.
You can also mix potatoes with any vegetables of your choice, like this, which is very nice as well.
Oh, it really pas. Oh, 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 oh. I did pas.
Now our juicy chicken and fried yam is nice and ready. As I said earlier, we are celebrating our first anniversary this month. Please like, comment, and share our videos for us. There are a lot of giveaways this month, so please stay tuned. Thank you and God bless you. We'll meet again. Bye-bye.
The Beatles, we do all.
Hello lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Next week Thursday, we finally celebrate our first anniversary. So we'll be making some beautiful, delicious and nice cake. But before then, we are making some fruit salad today. So let's start.
Come, let's bathe and decorate. The Beatles events. The Beatles events.
Now I've washed all my fruits very nicely. So I'm going to be soaking it with vinegar and then leave it to sit for about 10 minutes. And then I'll cut all of it very nicely.
That's so yummy, Oh, that's so yummy, delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way. Oh, 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 oh. It really pas. Oh, 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 oh. I did pas. The Beatles, we do all. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way. It n'est pas. The Beatles.
So today, dear, we are taking it easy, cry, because we are preparing our tummy or our stomach for the anniversary cake.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate. The Beatles events, the Beatles events. That's so yummy, yum.
So it's nice and ready to be
That's
served.
so yummy, yum. Delicious. I did triple.
Now our fruit salad is nice and ready. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I will see you next week Thursday. Bye bye.
The Beatles, we do all.
Hello, lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. So today we are making jollof rice with measurements. So if you haven't cooked jollof rice before, or if you don't know how to cook it, then this video is for you. So let's start.
Let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate. The Beatles events, the Beatles events. That's so yummy, yum. Oh, that's so yummy, yum. Delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create. Learn it your own way.
In my pot, I've added a liter of tomato stew, 2 Maggi Dedede, 1 Maggi chicken, and a shake of aromat. But you can use any seasoning or any cubes of your choice. Now I'm adding 1.5 kilos of rice. This is Thai rice. The type of rice that I'm using is fortified with minerals, so I haven't washed it.
The Beatles, we do all.
So the way that I made my tomato stew, I will add the link in the description box.
The flavor you can create.
Now I'm adding about 5 cups of boiling water to my jollof rice. So now I'm stirring it all nicely. You can also add room temperature to your rice if you want to, but the only reason for using boiling water is it speeds up the process. Now I'm adding a bit of salt to it. This is just to taste, so you can add the amount that suits you. Now I'm covering it to cook for about 20 minutes on a very low heat.
the potatoes we do all.
So I'm stirring it from the root of the pot, and then I'll bring it up.
The potatoes events we do all. The potatoes events we do all. Come, let's cook. Let's have.
Our jollof rice has been cooking on a very low heat for about 30 minutes now. So I'm gonna add 1 more cup of water to it. So with this one, it's not hot water, it's just room temperature. So I'm just going to sprinkle it on it. Now I'm going to cover it and then cook it again for another 15 minutes on a low heat. So I'm going to give it 5 more minutes for the steam to go in. Now our jollof rice is finally ready. But if you use basmati rice, then you may need to add more water. If you wash your rice, then you may need to check the amount of water that has gone in the rice before adding some more. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you have more to watch. Thank you and God bless you. We will meet again. Bye.
The potatoes we do all.
Hello lovely. Welcome to the Potatoes We Do All. Today we are making potato soup. So let's start.
Events we do all. The potatoes events we do all. Come, let's cook. Let's have fun. Come, let's bake. And
I have tomatoes, onion, carrots, courgette, different types of sweet peppers, aromat, scotch bonnet which is frozen, maki dedede or monkey stock from Ghana, mushrooms, garlic, potatoes and mackerel fillets. So let's start. Now I'm going to start by chopping my vegetables.
That's so yummy, Oh, that's so yummy, delicious. Taste the beauty you can make, the flavor you can create.
Now I'm going to be peeling, slicing and dicing my potatoes.
Edouard n'est pas, à détruire pas. The potatoes we do all. Edouard n'est pas, à détruire pas. The potatoes we do all. The potatoes events we do all. The potatoes events we do all. Come, let's cook. Let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate.
Now I've chopped all my vegetables and then strained the oil from these mackerel fillets. But if you want, you can keep the oil on it, but I've strained it out of it. So now I'm going to start by cooking my potatoes. Now I'm going to cook my potatoes until it's a bit soft. Then we carry on.
That's so yummy,
Now I'm going to cook my vegetables as well until the water evaporates.
Oh, that's so yummy,
Now, most of the water in the vegetables, which is the tomatoes, onions, garlic, and pepper, has evaporated. So I'm going to be adding the remaining chopped or diced vegetables. Adding courgette, carrots, red, yellow, and green sweet peppers. So I'm going to stir all of it together. Now I'm just gonna add my 2 Maggi stock, which is Maggi Dedede from Ghana. Now I'm just adding my strained mackerel fillets to it.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate.
Now I'm just gonna add a bit of palm oil, but this is optional. You don't have to add it to it. So I'm just gonna cover it and leave it to steam on a low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, that's so yummy. Delicious. Taste the beauty you can make.
Now it's almost ready, so I'm going to be adding my mushrooms to it. And I'm also adding a bit of salt. So with the mushrooms, if you want, you can cut it into 2 or into smaller pieces. Just adding a bit more mushrooms because I have extra. Now I'm just leaving it on a medium heat to cook for about another 5 minutes. Now our potatoes and veggies are ready, so I'm just gonna mix them. So now I'm just gonna stir it all together.
The Beatles events, we do all. The Beatles events, we do all. Come, let's cook, let's have fun. Come, let's bake and decorate.
Now our potato soup is nice and ready. You can also use cocoyam or yam if you prefer. If you want, you can mash it a bit. This is known as inumu or impotompoto in the Ashanti region in Ghana. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you get more to watch. Thank you and God bless you. We will meet again. Bye bye. Hello lovely, welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Today we are making a very simple light soup and all my ingredients are here with me, so let's start.
The Beatles event, we do. Oh, come let's cook, let's have fun. Come let's bake and decorate. Now, babe.
I have seasoned goat's meat, scotch bonnet, onion, and some tomatoes. So I'm gonna steam it for about 10 minutes and then we continue. Now it's been steaming for about 10 minutes now, so the water in the meat has released. So I'm gonna cover it again and then give it another 5 more minutes on a medium heat. Now our vegetables are ready for me to blend. So it's scotch bonnets, tomatoes, and an onion.
You can make the flavor you can create.
So since it's quite hot, I'm gonna add cold water to it and then leave it to cool for about 5 minutes and then I'll blend it. I'm just gonna add 1 Maggi Dedede to it to cook together. So I'm gonna leave it to simmer for a bit and then I'll add my fish and okra to it. Now the soup has been simmering for about 10 minutes now. So I'm gonna add my fish and the okra to it. So I'm just gonna leave it to cook or to simmer for another 10 minutes. Our soup has been simmering for about 15 minutes now. So it's almost ready. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to it.
Come let's cook, let's have fun.
Now our simple light soup is nice and ready. This is very, very easy. So even if you haven't cooked before, you'll be able to do it. If you want to see how to make fufu and enjoy with this simple light soup, then check in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you have more to watch. Thank you very much and God bless you. We will meet again. Bye bye.
It's so yummy, yum.
Minyama me de yam simple light soup ni nyina na sisi menim ewo ahe. Me wo meko, jenny, tomatoes, sea bass, momone, nkruma, dedede magi. Any jona mama season e kama ewo ha. Enti enshase.
Learn it your own way.
Maso mi jona mi ase ena me noa matoso die nso. Iti me noa amane egu afaso. Na fe ma be blend egu me nam ne ho. Matoso die sese die aye ready sese me blend. Na me blend na me dia fra me momone. Na die ya ne se emma momone ni tiri nkwan nim kama. Me de magi ba ko yi etso me nkwan yi mo. Me de me si bazin so egombi. To me the boiling water so share egg so.
The battles we do all.
Sese de ma hye me nkwan yi kama. Enti me ma ne hu afa so na afa ya to aso. Me nkwan yi huru for 5 minutes. Enti sese de me nkrom yi egum. Me simple light soup is say they are ready. Enti me be serve fufu kama.
Oh, that's so yummy. Delicious.
Hello, lovely. Welcome to the Beatles We Do All. Today we are making a very quick fufu. So I have my fufu powder, and then I've poured some hot water on it. I'm just going to be using my wooden stick to stir around it nicely. So I'm pressing against the side of the jug so that all the lumps will be dissolved, and then it will mix nicely. I'm just gonna add a little bit more boiling water. So depending on the consistency you want, then you just do it. If you want it soft, then you add more water. If you want it hard, then you reduce the water. So I'm just adding a little bit more hot water, and then it goes in the microwave for 1 minute. It's been in the microwave for a minute, so I'm gonna stir it again, and then knead it. Here is hot, so I'm gonna use my tea towel to hold and then knead. Just as I'm doing, I'm just pressing it against the jug. So it's nice and ready. Now our fufu is nice and ready to be served. So we always use our hand to knead our fufu, but you can also use a spatula, just as I'm doing, to knead it. So it's nice and ready. I'm just gonna dip my hand in water and then turn it around. So I've dipped my hand in water, and then I'm doing it the normal way that we do in Ghana.
That's so yummy, yum.
So I lift and fold, and then lift and fold, just like I'm doing. And it forms very nicely. And then when it's done, I dip my hand in water again and then run it under the bowl and then flip it. Then it's nice and ready. Now we're going to serve our fufu with some simple light soup. So there we go. Somebody likes the head. Let's put that one right here. Quick fufu is nice and ready. Add a bit of okra to it if you prefer, and enjoy.